Talk Nation, welcome back everybody. It's your boy Real Talk Live Sports, aka the Ghetto Stephen A. Man. We are
back at it. The welterweight division. Who's the best? Spence, Crawford, Porter, Pacquiao, Thurman, Garcia, both Garcias. Who? Well, according to Sergey Lipinets, shout out to the Samurai, man. Jaron Ennis is the best 147-pounder. Now, a lot of people will disagree. He ain't fought nobody, this, that, and the third. Last time I checked, Boo's been calling out these guys since forever. Now, a lot of people like to say or use that safety blanket, you ain't got no title, risk versus reward. I'm not going to get anything or gain anything by fighting you. Really? Last time I checked, if you are quote unquote a pound for pound fighter, you fight any and all comers. That is what solidified, in my opinion, and what makes Manny Pacquiao not only the fighter that he is, not only the man that he is, but the champion that he is and was. Don't turn down no fight. I don't care if the money is this, that, and the third. As long as you really ain't getting railroaded, you fight. Because if that money wasn't there in the first fight, and if that fight is super explosive, run it back. And what you thought you were supposed to get in the first fight, you're going to get that in the second fight. And then some. A lot of these guys price themselves out and going into these first fights, you know what I mean? Because number one, they don't want to fight. And number two, if they do happen to get that dollar amount and lose, they feel comfortable because they got that bag. But see, if your money was more or less on your legacy and the fight, money should be the last thing on your mind. Boxing is a dangerous sport, dangerous game. You want to make sure that you are financially taken care of, not only for you and your well-being and the security of your future, but also for your family. I get it, 100%. But at the end of the day, this is a fight game. This ain't football, this ain't basketball, this ain't soccer or hockey. This is the fight game. When you step into the ring and you go toe to toe, nose to nose, head to head, whatever, with the guy in front of you. And y'all bang it out for 12 rounds. If it goes 12 rounds. There is no other sport like the sport of boxing, in my opinion, that solidifies the fighting spirit of sports. Period. What makes a fighter? Tenacity, character, heart, potential, talent, skill, intelligence, endurance. End of the day, kahunas, huevos. Gotta have stones, cuz. You gotta be willing to fight whoever. I don't care who you is. If you mention my name, if you say that you trying to see me, that's it. That's all it takes. Because see, your manager, your camp, your promoter, whoever, that is their job to secure that bag for you financially, not yours. Now, I said this before in previous videos. While you at it, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you happen to have your own promotional brand, like the Browners or Garcias or Pacquiao or Mayweather, then I can understand you to a degree getting wrapped up with the financial aspect of it. But on the flip side, these same fighters that I named, they have other people, quote unquote, running that side of the business. Yes, they have their hands in the business because it's their brand, but they have people heading up that portion of their business. And that's how it should be. You focus on that for me and let me focus on me for the fight. Period. Me and my trainers. That's it. A lot of these guys, like I said, they price themselves out. They get too caught up in that aspect of the game when at the end of the day, if you are still fighting, if you are not like De La Hoya or Bernard Hopkins, you know what I'm saying? You hung the gloves up. Now you're 100% transitioned on the promotional aspect of the boxing game. If that isn't yet not you, then you know what? Leave the haggling to your management, to your team. You step up, step into that ring, and show up and show out each and every fight. That is your job. If you continue to lace up those gloves, lace up those boots, to step into that ring, aka the battlefield, and wage war with your opponent, that is all you need to focus on. It ain't too many guys doing that. Jaron Boots Ennis, man, I said this before, man. As I said, go back and check out the previous videos. While you at it, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. He is the future of the welterweight division. You look at the Porter and Crawford fight, what should have been Pacquiao Spence. Shout out to Ugas. But I told you guys before, man, that was a setup. You saw what Ugas went in there and did to Shawn Porter. He pretty much laid the blueprint on how to break down a mover. I told you guys. And what happened? Both mysteriously come down with eye injuries or some shit. Spence eye injury, Ugas opponent's eye injury, you know what I mean? Now, look what we got. You got Ugas and Pacquiao. Ugas put so much into that training camp. But who was he really training for? Was he really secretly training for Manny Pacquiao? Because I know Manny Pacquiao was 100% training for Errol Spence. All the tricks, whatever that he was working on, he was going to implement in the fight. You guys really don't understand. All that got derailed once Spence backed out. And Manny put a lot of time in, a lot of miles in, literally. A lot of strain and pressure on his body. So for him to go into that fight and his legs is a little bit wore out, man, I 100% understand. I truly do. And that's not an excuse. That's a fact. Freddie Roach also spoke on that. You know what I mean? Like Justin Fortune got this dude running, you know what I'm saying, 3,938 miles a day. Then we got to go back into the ring and we got to spar. That's a lot for Manny. But guess what? Not one time did you see Manny complain. Throughout the whole fight camp, you saw Manny smiling like a rock star. You dig what I'm saying? Manny is a great politician, but he's a great fighter, and still is a great fighter first. That's why his character, his demeanor, the way that he looks at things, makes Manny a great politician. And I would love to see him in the future as the president to his people and for his country. I believe Manny Pacquiao will be a great president for his people. I truly do. He's not only a people's champion, but when you have a fighter like that, that when he fights, it ain't no crime in the city. You know how huge that is. You know the impact that you must have on the population and of your people to garner that much respect.
Like, yo, we was about to hit this store. Now, no, man, Pacquiao about to fight, bro. You know, just do that tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Take the mask off, man. We at the crib. You know what I'm saying? Go in there and get some money. Pay for him. Don't steal him. Remember, we going out tomorrow.
You know, like that's what Manny does. That's what Manny brings to the game. You know what I'm saying? Like Manny Pacquiao was special. And there's really not that many fighters in the game that are truly, truly special, that has that potential to be transcendent. You know what I'm saying? Without controversy. Without controversy. Without controversy. As great as Canelo is and a couple other guys, look at their backstory. Besides some of the great things they've done in boxing, PED use, drama, you know what I'm saying? There's always some, you know what I'm saying, some skeletons in the closet. But you look at people like Boots, man. This brother be going to church faithfully, you know what I'm saying? Tweeting about it, man. It was a great day of service, man. Great word. Then turn the page, just did 12 rounds of sparring with 3 different guys, 6 different guys, you know what I'm saying? Feeling like money. Like this dude, this young brother is special, man. You know what I'm saying? Besides being astronomically talented, his soul is in order. He's not only fighting for him, for his family, for his team, for the sport, No, man, the brother's fighting for his soul. You look at what's going on today, man, in the world, it's crazy out here. That's why to be a fighter, you are like a beacon. People don't realize this, man. That's why you have a responsibility, in my opinion, as a fighter. Because a lot of people look to you for strength. They do. They may lack some of that toughness they need in their life to get them through the day or whatever they may be going through. But then they go back and they look at these videos about their favorite fighters and they say, you know what? If they can do it, I can do it. If they can get up and train, I can get up and get ready for work or for this interview or to go out here and make this money. Fighters have a great responsibility, and the humblest of fighters are the greatest of fighters. Because sometimes you can have all the talent in the world and just be a shitty person. And in my opinion, that does hurt your legacy. But if that's who you are, that's who you are. You can never knock a person for who they truly are. It's up to you to interact and interchange with these people or that person. If you can rock with them, rock with them. If you can't, stay away, stay in your lane. You dig what I'm saying? So don't try to be good just to be good. Be good because that's who you are. You're a good person. You're a good fighter, whatever. You know what I'm saying? If you're an asshole, you're an asshole. You know what I mean? Try to work on that to get better. If not, end of the day, that's who you are. People are going to gravitate to you or they're going to move away. Now, with all that said, I'm going to say this. Jaron Boots Ennis is the best welterweight in the division. Sorry. I can't wait to see him step into this ring in October and dismantle somebody. Because these guys, quote unquote, at the top, I told you guys, their time is coming to an end. And the time of some of these young up and coming guys, like I said, your bootsennis, man, you know what I'm saying, your Virgil Ortizes of the game. Like these young brothers, man, are literally knocking out and knocking their way to the top of the pile. And eventually you're going to have to see these guys. Shawn Porter already went on record on the Porterweight podcast. Salute, shout out, go check him out. Great podcast. He's not messing with these young guys. He's not. And how can you respect that? Because Shawn knows what it is. He knows what it is. He knows the talent. He knows the potential. And he knows, basically, he may not come up out that fight victoriously. And if he gets knocked off by one of these young guys, then automatically that puts them in his spot. Because I hate to say it, but Shawn Porter is one of the same guys at the top who are on their way out, whether it's a year, 2, whatever. But their time in that top 5, top 3, top 2 is numbered. Those days are numbered. These young guys are on their heels. And all they have to do is get the opportunity to shine. And once they get that opportunity, they're literally kicking in the door of the game. They already got their foot in. You know what I'm saying? People keep on trying to jam that bad boy closed because they don't want them to get in there, because once they do, it's going to shake up the game. I'm telling you guys, I've been telling y'all about this, especially about Boots Ennis, man, for a long time. You know what I'm saying? Like when I was doing videos on Boots, like you really didn't see a lot of people doing videos. Here and there, you might have seen somebody do a video on Boots, man, you know what I'm saying? But I was dropping videos about Jaron Boots Ennis, man, like every couple of weeks, every month, whatever. Because I seen the potential, I seen the skill, and I see that he wasn't getting really no, I guess I ain't gonna say press and promotion, but it is press and promotion like that. But then you talk to people in his camp at the gym, he's a humble dude, he's quiet. He doesn't really look for the spotlight, you know what I mean? That's not him. He's really not like that. And this day and age, like a lot of fighters, sometimes they kind of get out of character, you know what I'm saying? They really not like that, but they trying to put on, you know what I'm saying? Because they trying to get noticed, you know what I'm saying? And I truly believe if you keep your head down, put your gloves up, you keep swinging, you keep fighting, you will get your opportunity to shine. It's only a matter of time. So Jaron Boots Ennis, one of the best young welterweights in the game, soon to be pound for pound, in my opinion, man, the top welterweight in the game. Once he cleans out that division, he said it himself. He's going to 154, do the same thing, 160, do the same thing. And y'all heard it, man. Sergey said the same thing. Like, ain't nobody's gonna want to mess with this kid. Sergey Lipinets ain't never been down, man, you know what I'm saying, until he got put down by Boots, and he got put down ugly, you know what I'm saying. Jaron Boots Ennis was bashing Sergey Lipinets. He has never sustained punishment like that. And Jaron Boots Ennis made it look easy. And Sergey Lipinets, man, he didn't lay down, you know what I'm saying. He did try to put up a fight, but it's really not much that he was able to do. He was in there with a superior fighter. Not only as far as boxing, as far as being physically stronger, but Jaron Boots Ennis, his mental aptitude, his intelligence in the ring is also on par with his physical abilities. And that's what makes fighters like him, Bud, hell, Mayweather, you know what I'm saying, Spence, even Pacquiao, dangerous. When you have physically great gifts, but when you're a smart fighter, that makes you even more dangerous. I mean, some people be like, how you put Pacquiao on that list? Pacquiao is very intelligent, very intelligent. I truly believe, mark my words, not only will he fight again, but if he fought Ugas again, I told you guys, he was physically, literally geared up to fight Errol Spence. He took the challenge of fighting Ugas like a true champion. He didn't back out and say no. He took that fight knowing that he didn't have time and would need time to prepare for it. But he's not going to come off like that because that's not Pac-Man. Always gracious, always humble, always the consummate professional. That's Manny Pacquiao. And that's why I salute him. And that's also why I want to see Manny Pacquiao back in the ring for another fight. Whether it's against Ugas, Spence, or whatever, I really don't think it matters. But if they designed it to play out like that, meaning that Pacquiao, if he did happen to come back for his final fight, it will be against Ugas opposed to Errol Spence, will be beautiful. Because they don't want to hurt that cash cow. Possibly, Errol Spence is still the face of the welterweight division for another couple of years. But it's one thing that folks really have to pay attention to. Medically, will Errol Spence be able to come back to the game and sustain his spot in the game? Because with that eye injury like that, yes, things may heal, but depending upon how much damage you take, you may not get cleared to fight. A doctor may tell you, you know what, man, I'm sorry to tell you this, son, but guess what? You may have to hang it up. Because although this injury may heal, the possibility of it being a recurring injury because somebody makes contact with it and you in a fight game, and keep in mind, he was in that accident, that also could play a part that a lot of people don't know about. That accident did a lot more than Spence than people know about. Physically. Even his jaw, mouth structure is different now. So depending upon who he fights, if he gets caught with certain shots, how will his body physically stand up to those tests?
And you saw how Ugas looked after he fought Manny Pacquiao, and Ugas won. Some people think they should have been Manny, but you saw Ugas' face. Just like Justin Fortune said, you know what I'm saying? Dudes be looking like a straight pumpkin after they get out that ring with Pacquiao.
Now look at Ugas' face. He was lumped up and bumped up. Manny Pacquiao, he had, I think, a split lip, and he had a little bit of trouble, you know what I'm saying, because he was getting caught with that right hand. He was getting caught with those right hands from Ugas, you know what I mean? So on the left side of his face, was a little bit of I guess it was a little bit of red for some of that contact, because it was not all those shots was hitting him clean, but they was breaking his guard. But I believe that's what those shots were set up to do, was to knock Manny Pacquiao off his center, off his square, keep him off balance. Not necessarily to do damage, but to keep him off balance, you know what I mean? To keep him from, you know what I'm saying, being able to get set and unleash his offense, which was in itself a beautiful strategy, excuse me. So moving forward, Talk Nation, man, we're going to see how things progress, man. But Jaron Ennis, man, I mean, I said it before and I'm going to say it again. He is the future of the welterweight division. I don't know if it's going to be Ugas and Spence, or Spence is going to come back and maybe fight a lesser opponent. I don't know. Stand up as your boy. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Come back, check your boy out on the next one. Peace.